Today we've got a Cessna Citation CJ. The CJ is one of 11 different types of the aircraft covered in the 525 line. Starting off, it's a little bit of a step up from the Citation Mustang, which we featured earlier. A little easier to get in and out of, a little more cabin room, a little more carrying capacity. Back there we've got Williams engines, FJ44 engines, which are really known for their efficiency and reliability. These are on what's called the TAP Blue program. So what the owners do is they pay into an hourly fund, which covers the engines in the event there's premature damage or the time that the expensive overhaul comes. So that carries over with the aircraft and increases the value of the aircraft when we go to sell as well. So up front we've got two storage bays. We can hold up to 400 pounds here in the nose, which is quite substantial. We also have one in the back too, we'll see in a second. A nice upgrade from the older Citations, which this one has, is the heated wing. So it takes hot air from the engine and it warms up the engine lip boot and then the engine leading edge of the wing. So this prohibits any type of ice accumulation during winter operations. So it's a little safer, a little better system than the older Citations. It was a clean sheet design. They actually enlisted the help of NASA on these CJ series to come up with this wing, the laminar flow wing. So it's a very efficient aircraft, especially when combined with those FJ44 engines. And we've got ample luggage room in the cargo here, up to 300 pounds of cargo in the back. Some of them have ski tube extensions, this one does not, but we actually have fit skis in here. And then this is the smallest of the Citation series, the CJ, CJ1, 1 Plus, and the M2 are all based on the same dimensions of the airframe. And of course, when you go up in the line, the CJ2, the 3, and the 4, and all those variants, the cargo capacity increases even greater. We previously talked about the Citation Mustang. The Mustang was also Cessna's clean sheet design starting in 2007. That one has a little more technology in it and it's a little bit smaller too. So this one is a step up in terms of speed, payload, range, carrying capacity, as well as entry-level cost. A Citation without engine programs can be had for under $700,000. $1 million will get you a really nice CJ on the engine reserve programs, which is going to be at least $500,000 cheaper than the Mustang. We'll take a look inside and you'll see it's about 50% larger cabin. Some of them have belted potties, which you can add a child seat onto it, as well as a flushing toilet, which the Mustang does not have. Once you own the aircraft, the operating costs, especially when you add more people on board, just becomes so much less than a comparable charter or fractional program. A typical mission of the Citation CJ would be down to South Florida in the winter with a family of 4. Alternatively, we can carry less fuel and take more passengers. This week we've got a trip to Charlotte with 6 adults plus 1 pilot. We'll have to take less fuel, but that 500 nautical mile mission will be just fine for the CJ. And when you divide the cost by 6, it could be as little as $200 a passenger each way down to Charlotte. Alright, welcome aboard the Citation CJ. It's standard to have 4 seats in the club configuration in the back. I'm at 6'2" and it's quite comfortable back here. The seats also track outwards once we're in the air. You can recline, move around, and make yourself at home. There's a flushing potty in the back. Some of them have an optional belted seat, so you can fit up to a 7th person there, although it's usually for smaller people or for the kids. At the entrance, there's a side-facing seat and then 2 seats up front. So if flown with 1 pilot, this aircraft could have 6 passengers. Some clients elect to fly with 1 pilot, some elect to fly with 2 pilots. Both are safe options. You'll notice that there's no headsets back here. It's because it's very quiet. It's easy to have a conversation. I can even converse with the passengers from the front seat without much effort. At 41,000 feet, we're quiet, we're comfortable, we're smooth, and we're above 95% of the weather, and we can easily get around the rest of the weather at our 425 mile an hour or 360 knot cruise speed. So Gateway Jets handles the management. Basically, we handle everything that goes on behind the scenes of the aircraft ownership, which is quite complex, from training to maintenance requirements to even stocking the aircraft and cleaning it. We handle everything. So our owners just arrive, they board the aircraft here or at a private terminal, and then we launch on a flight. So there really is no difference as far as headache factor from ownership versus charter when you have a good management company.